Good morning. It's 6:32 a.m. Friday, January 21st. As you can hear, I am about to jump into the shower. Today, I'm 38 weeks pregnant, and I'm about to go, once I get done with my shower, eat something. I'm gonna call labor and delivery. But today is my induction day. So, yeah, the nerves kicked in at 6 o'clock this morning. So, this is officially my labor and delivery vlog. Oh, but wait, no, 9.5 months to say that. Hey guys, it is now 7:26. Mind you, I'm on Pacific time, being that I'm on the West Coast now. I got out the shower, obviously. I called the labor and delivery, but they said to call back at 8 o'clock. So what I'm having right now is my breakfast, which is 2 eggs with some mozzarella cheese and some salsa, 2 slices of sola bread with mayonnaise, and a cup of coffee with pumpkin caramel, Jordan skinny syrup, and 4 tablespoons of heavy cream. So this is what I'm having for breakfast before I call them again and find out what time they want me there. They said being that my appointment is for 9 o'clock to call at least an hour before. So, and I was told by my doctor yesterday to go ahead and eat something before I go in. So yesterday was my final appointment. She measured me yesterday. I was 2 centimeters dilated and 70% effaced. And she also did a membrane sweep. So, but that was yesterday. Nothing has happened. Not a single nothing. So we shall see what happens today. My 2 crazy dogs and my cat, I think they know. But I'm going to finish this breakfast. Then I'm gonna relax a little bit, sip on my coffee, and give them a call in 30 minutes to find out what they say. But definitely, we going in today. Hey guys, again. Well, obviously I'm done with breakfast. I got a call about 7:40 because it's 7:57 right now, and labor and delivery called me to tell me that all their rooms are full, and that as soon as a mommy delivers her baby, they will give me a call. So it could be a while, but in the meantime, I'm continuing to work on Junior's blanket. Yeah, I could have started this earlier, but I was hesitant because even though I'm about to ready to give birth, I'm still in disbelief. But so I'm working on his blanket right now. We're just chilling, sipping on my coffee, and just waiting for that call. So I'm just gonna work on his blanket until I get that call. I also went the other day to get my nails done in a baby blue. It looks kind of teal, but it's a baby blue for my baby. So that's all we're going to do in the meantime. Just wait to get that phone call. Our bag is packed. I'm not taking a lot of stuff. Everyone that, I've been looking on YouTube for, hospital bag prep and what to take and what not to take. I'm not taking a lot of stuff. So it's just my bag, with me and my husband's things, the baby bag with Junior's things, my neck pillow and a blanket. Everything else, I'll just get it as I need it. I don't want to be one of those people that go in there with the luggage. I have a backpack and his baby bag. That's it. So very minimal stuff, but just waiting to head on in there. So I'll keep you guys posted as time goes. What's up, guys? It is 2:48 p.m. I still have yet to be called for my induction. They said they'll call me before tonight's out, whatever that means, that I have one person in front of me. So me and the hubsters came to the mall to get some walking in, because I'm trying my best to get stimulated to start going into labor or whatever, but so I'm walking into the mall. So like I said earlier, I'll let you know when we know to go back to labor and delivery. But it's just, I was walking around.
Yes, we have matching hoodies.
Waiting to go into labor. So I'll talk to y'all further along, but it's almost 3 o'clock and we still haven't been called in, and my induction time was for 9 a.m. Well, it's a little after 4 o'clock. Once we left the mall, we finally got the phone call we've been waiting for. Come in so you can have this baby. So I'm taking the final walk of shame all the way down to labor and delivery. The hospital's not even 10 minutes away from us at home, so it's go time. We got our things. Got Junior while we were in the mall, walked the whole entire mall, stopped and sampled some sugar-free candy at a candy store. We split a pretzel dog at Aunt Anne's, and then we went to Cheesecake Factory. I got a celebration cheesecake, and he got, what you got, the mango?
Mango key lime cheesecake.
He got the mango key lime cheesecake. So it's go time. I've been waiting since 9 o'clock this morning to get in here, but hopefully Junior comes tomorrow and not tonight. But if he comes tonight, so be it. I don't care, as long as he's healthy. But I'll check in with you guys once I get upstairs and settled in. So people, we are in the room. We just got checked in, so I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a tour. No problem, thank you. So this is the room here. That's where I'm gonna be. That little couch area is where hubby's gonna be. And I'm filming this from my phone, so I won't be able to turn it around. But this is the entrance. The bathroom over here, sink over there, TV, couch area, monitor, IV, delivery setup thing here. That's where Junior will be. And yeah, so this is getting real. It's getting real. So I'm just get set up and wait for them to get started with the IV and whatnot, but we's here. So it's like 5 minutes to 6. I'm hooked up to the monitor. I'm not contracting or anything yet. They've started an IV. They placed it in my hand here. She says I can eat my cheesecake. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna start me on Epidural first, being it's my first time delivering. So she said the Epidural is for 12 hours. Once either I'm dilated, they can something like that about starting Pitocin afterwards. So as soon as they start the Epidural, it'll be 12 hours from there with my cervix softening. Unless it's depending on how fast or slow it takes effect. But yeah, so I'm here. So right now I'm just getting IV fluids, and she says being that we're going to do the Cervidil, like I mentioned, I can eat. So just waiting for my husband to get back from walking the dogs, and yeah, checking with y'all once some progress happens. But so far, just waiting. Hey guys, so the hubby came back. The nurse just left. She just inserted the Cervidil. It's almost 6:45, so she's like, in 2 hours I'll be able to get up to use the bathroom, because once they insert the Cervidil, they don't want you to get up for at least 2 hours. And I'm over here watching YouTube videos on the laptop. We brought our Fire Stick, but we can't figure out how to change it to the HDMI feature on the TV. Plus, it's just a regular standard TV controller from the hospital. But the Cervidil's inserted. She says that I can get fentanyl first before I do the epidural. So she's like, just don't wait until you get to where you're moving uncontrollably. So maybe about 4 or 5 centimeters whenever I get there, depending on how long I'll be there. Then they're going to come back in and draw more blood for bilirubin or something like that. Rebellin or something. They said that they were going to come back in and draw blood for. But she's predicting I shouldn't start feeling anything for a little bit. So, but again, it just depends on my body. But Cervidil's inserted. So I'm just relaxing, chilling. I've been chewing on some gummy bears and stuff like that, but yeah, just waiting. So just wait. Good evening. It's a few minutes after 10 o'clock. They turned off my IV. They said I don't need to be on IV fluids at this present moment. They administered the Cervidil about 6:35, 6:40. I just got up to use the bathroom for the first time since then. I did doze off a little bit. According to the monitor, they have been picking up slight cramping, but nothing that I've felt thus far. And they came in and they put those stockings, the inflatable stockings, on my legs, being that it's been a while since I've been on my Lovenox injections for the blood clots. So in the meantime, I'm just covered up in my blanket, watching YouTube videos, or having the laptop watch me, because I did doze off. But so far, so good. Nothing's going on thus far. So my husband left about 9 o'clock to go walk the dogs for the last time for the night, and I placed a mobile order for Taco Bell for the both of us, so we'll have that as our last meal. Well, my last meal anyway. She did say she's gonna come in at 12:30 to check me, which would be the 6-hour mark since getting the Cervidil, to see if anything is going on. But when they did check me about 5 something, I was still 2 centimeters dilated, 70% effaced, and at a -2. So we'll see if anything happens. But as you can see, the top line is Junior's heartbeat. The bottom line would be my contractions if I was to be having any, and currently I'm not. So I feel a little discomfort, but it's not enough for me to actually notice it. It's just very, very mild discomfort. So I guess the Cervidil was doing what it's supposed to, and I did use the bathroom and nothing fell out, so it's still inserted. But yep, just waiting it out. So I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, it's 12:31 Saturday, January 22nd, 2022, obviously, and 6 hours after they inserted the Cervidil, they came and checked me. I'm still 2 centimeters dilated. I'm still the same of everything, but she did say my cervix is a little softer. She went in there and she did another membrane sweeping, and it was a lot more uncomfortable today than it was on Thursday when I went for my daughter's appointment. But if you could see on the monitor that I am having some cramping, but on a scale from 1 to 10, I was okay prior to her going up in there, and after she got done with that, I went from like a 2 to like a 5 as far as a pain scale. So I'm just that's a cran grape juice. I'm just relaxing right now. I've gone to the bathroom twice. She also spoke to me about my birth plan being that I want an epidural. She said when she was in labor, she got hers when she was 3 centimeters. I told her roughly about 5, depending on where I am. I would like to get mine about 5 centimeters, depending on my pain tolerance, obviously. So at 6 o'clock, 6:30 in the morning, they'll remove the Cervidil, reevaluate me where I am then we'll discuss about the next step as far as inducing labor. But Sleeping Beauty over there. So I'm just still watching YouTube until I probably go to sleep. I'll probably doze off in a little bit. Like I said earlier, we had some Taco Bell, so that's probably the last thing that I'll eat. I don't think I'll eat anything in the morning. That way I don't poop my pants and poop on my baby. So, but he's doing good. I'm getting some cramping. Like I said, I'm the bottom, and that's Junior up there. So this mild cramping is what I'm feeling right now. Nothing I can't handle, but I do feel some discomfort. So I rolled over on my right side for a few minutes, then they came in and checked me. But so far, so good. This is where we're at. Good morning. It's 10 after 6. They removed my Cervidil about 4:45 this morning. They noticed that some deceleration in Junior's heart rate as I was contracting. So they removed the Cervidil. They checked my cervix. I was a type 3, 80% effaced, and at a -1 station. So, as you can see, they started me on Pitocin like about 10 minutes ago. And they have Junior's warmer set up and everything. So,
Yes.
I'm trying to deal with the mild contractions that I'm having, but they're coming like 3 to 4 minutes apart on their own. She says it'll take 30 to 45 minutes for the Pitocin to start working. So I said, let me get an hour on being on the Pitocin, and before I consider the epidural, I'll try the fentanyl. So we'll try that. She said the fentanyl just takes the edge off, which I would appreciate, because the way that I'm feeling the contractions right now feels like back when I had endometriosis and those types of cramping periods. So RV obviously hooked up. She tried to do another scraping after she removed the Epidural, but it just hurt too much. So she stopped and then ordered the Pitocin. So she will be here until about 8 o'clock this morning, and my nurse will be here until about 7 o'clock this morning. They'll both will be back tonight. So while I've been here, they've had 5 more babies being delivered. But yeah, my contractions are 3 to 4 minutes apart. They just want the intensity to increase, so that's why they started the Pitocin. But the Epidural wasn't in for the whole 12 hours it was supposed to have been because of the deceleration in Junior's heart rate. So that's where we are. Saturday morning, 10 after 6. So that's my call light right there. But I did manage to get a little bit of shut-eye overnight as they were rotating me side to side. So yeah, just here waiting for things to get a little bit more active. So once I get to the point where I can't bear the contractions anymore, I'm able to get the epidural. So talk with y'all later. Well, good morning again. So we have some updates. They started the Pitocin like I mentioned in the last segment. During shift change, about 7 o'clock, they came in with my fentanyl. They gave me that. That is a hell of a drug, okay? It's beautiful. That kind of knocked me out for a little bit, so I was able to sleep a little, because they just came in again to tell me that the doctor wants to break my water. And the nurse asked me, well, being that we're going to break your water, do you want to go ahead and get the epidural now? So I said, so we're going to get the epidural. They're going to break my water. And when they break my water, they'll let me know exactly how far I am. Now, the fentanyl, even though it's a hell of a drug, it only lasts about 45 minutes. So I am starting to feel the contractions again. They also got me on the Pitocin still. They went up the second level. So looks like it's 8:20 something, almost 8:25. I don't know. Looks like things are moving a little bit faster than what we thought. It's only because the contractions and stuff like that are having an effect on Junior, and just want to keep an eye on him. So things are moving. Hey guys, it's a little after 10 o'clock now, like 3 minutes after, you could say. So a couple of things have occurred. They gave me fentanyl this morning. I think I mentioned that. After the fentanyl, they said they wanted to break my water. But before they broke my water, they offered me to get the epidural, which I did get. I'm laying on my right side now. I'm completely numb. They broke my water. They inserted a catheter and told me to get some rest. When he broke my water, he said I'm still a 3, still 80%. They also inserted internal monitors. That way I don't have to wear the ones on the stomach anymore. And they bumped up my Pitocin to a level 4. So I think there's like 12 you can get, but I'm up to a 4. And the only side effect I feel from the epidural right now is just itchiness. They have me on the blood pressure monitor to go off every 20 minutes. So she said get some rest, and we'll check you again in a few hours. So that's where we are. Just got all the procedures done, and just waiting to dilate more and to get to where I need to be to push this little boy out. Hey guys, it's almost 2 o'clock, and I've called an audible because Junior isn't taking too lightly with the contractions. So we're gonna go for a C-section. Every time I've had a contraction on the monitor, his heart rate dropped, and I can either wait it out, increase the Pitocin, keep him at risk and distress, since he's been going through that since about 5 o'clock this morning. They've been monitoring him off and on, or go ahead and call in and have a C-section and have him out. So his health is all that matters to me, and so I opted for a C-section. So as soon as they get room in the OR, we're going in. Hey guys, it is 8:45, and at 3:20 p.m. Pacific time, weighing in at 4 pounds, 12 ounces, little Junior decided to grace us with his presence via C-section. He is the cutest little boy I've ever met in my life, and I am grateful and blessed to have had my husband by my side while I was getting the C-section done, because I don't know where the strength came from besides God and my husband to bring this little cutie patootie into the world. Say hi, baby. Hi. Say hi. Hey. So, bless you. So we ended up doing the C-section, and he's here. So they haven't done his bath yet or anything to him quite yet. They want to give him 24 hours first. So okay, I have been trying to pump and produce something. So in the meantime, I've been getting donor milk. I just have to order it when I'm ready to feed him, which is like every 3 hours. So they're supposed to be bringing it up in a little bit. I know, you're hungry, aren't you? So once they bring that up, I'll be feeding him, which will be his second feeding, when I have a chart to mark everything down. I mark his poops and I mark his feeding times. So I guess he don't want this hat on his head, but I gotta try to keep him warm. So, but, yep. In the meantime, that is our labor and delivery story. I don't know when I'll be discharged because I had a C-section, but that's not important right now. What matters is making sure he's taken care of. Hey guys, it's been a few days since my last clip. Junior was born on Saturday, January 22nd at 3:20 in the afternoon. Here we are on Monday evening. So we've been in the hospital this entire time, and some eventful things have occurred. He's doing really good. He's doing like super, super good. He passed his hearing test. He's gotten his car seat check. He's gotten circumcised today. He is going to get tested again for jaundice. He's been pooping very well. The reason why they're going to test him again for jaundice is because his levels are like midline on the charting. So, but they said as long as he's pooping and peeing regularly, that's okay. I'm still trying to get a hold of the whole pumping thing. The lactation specialist came in and spoke to me today instead of over the weekend. I guess they didn't have anybody here over the weekend. So she written out some instructions for me to go through. We've been supplementing donor's milk and formula until my supply comes in, which I'm getting better at that. He's also learning how to latch on, which was our main issue. So we're both learning that process. It's something that we both have to learn how to do. He has attitude. And in attitude, it's he knows what he wants when he wants it and expects to get it. He's not a big crier. He's very smart. He's very sweet. And his character is just... I just look at him all day and just laugh at his facial expressions. He didn't cry at all when he came out. They pulled him out and he pretty much looked all the way around the room and looked at everybody like, oh, okay, this is what the outside world looks like, The only time he did cry was when they stuck his foot to get their blood work done, and not even at the prick of it, but when they squeezed his heel, that's when he started crying. The only thing that was I was saddened about was that my husband wasn't able to cut the cord because of the circumstances of the delivery. As I mentioned, they started softening my cervix with the Cervidil. Then, before the 12 hours were up with the Cervidil, we started working on Pitocin. Got to a level 4 on the Pitocin and had to come up with a decision because even though I was on fentanyl and then they broke my water, then I was on the epidural, every contraction that I had was causing him distress. So we pretty much had to make a choice, keep going through labor with Pitocin or go ahead and go for a C-section. So C-section it was. Now, I was already numb from the epidural. They gave me more medication to complete the C-section, but I personally was having a panic attack. It seems like the medication that they gave me worked too good. I was numb from like my chin down. I couldn't feel my hands. I couldn't even swallow, okay? So I was having a full-on panic attack. I was like, I kept saying, I don't feel good. It's like the medication hit me in such a quick rush because it was like as soon as I said, okay, let's go for a C-section, in less than 30 minutes to an hour, I was being wheeled back for surgery. My husband dressed up in the daddy scrubs, and then we were out. We went from the surgery lasted 30 to 45 minutes, babe?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a quick procedure.
I would say at most 45 minutes.
Yeah.
From start to finish.
From start to finish, it was like 45 minutes in and out. After surgery, we went to the recovery room. That's when we were able to do the skin to skin, and things like that. From the recovery room, I'm in this room that I'm in now, and we've been here ever since. I feel like I'm looking in a mirror when I'm looking at my son. It's like he is the cutest thing ever. And I know, everybody says that about their child. And I don't want to toot my own horn, but me and my husband make a damn good looking kid, okay? He is just, he looks like a little doll. He doesn't even look real. It's just like, I'm on that new mommy high. And he does it, as like I said, when he doesn't cry, he squeaks. Okay, so my nickname for him is Squeaker. Or Squeaks. Because it's the cutest little thing. And it's like, he cries when he's hungry. He cries when he's wet. He cries when, somebody's messing with him. Like when they do all his blood work. He had a test that he had to do where he had to fill out dots on a little card with his blood. And they wanted it soaked through the little card. He cried so much, and I was holding him while she was squeezing his foot to do that. And I just felt so bad for him because it was like, there's nothing I can do. And I'm like sitting there and like trying to comfort him, and literally there was nothing that we could do. But this is the breast pump that I've been using while here. I have my own at home, and like I said, I have a schedule that the lactation specialist gave me. How is mommy doing? I am okay. I was so numbed up from the medication that first night I couldn't feel my legs until 1 o'clock in the morning. And my C-section was at 3:20. That's when he was born. So from 3:20 in the afternoon, when he was born, actually even, we could say even before that, because I got my epidural.
2 hours before.
Which was the epidural.
Yeah, but I'm saying they gave you that medicine too.
The fentanyl, then the epidural, and then the medication for
the C-section. They gave it to you about an hour before.
No, they gave. It was a quick procedure for the C-section. They gave me that medication, and it started working like immediately.
Well, yeah, because your legs were already going numb at the time.
Yeah, my legs were already numb from the epidural. So from literally, you could say 2:45 till 1 o'clock in the morning, I could not feel my legs. They kept asking me, can you wiggle your feet? Can you, I was like, I can't move my legs. They are completely gone. It's like nothing. I couldn't move nothing was going on. And, with being under such heavy anesthesia, I didn't physically get out of bed till about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. So almost 24 hours from that point. Now, as far as my incision goes, I didn't start feeling that pain till last night. The anesthesia was still working in my incision, so I was just moving my body around, walking around, like no problem, till last night. That's when I got the rush of pain. I have no bleeding. I didn't even, they kept saying they were in shock at the fact that I did not bleed that much, like at all, like hardly no bleeding. But my pain level went from needing Tylenol or Motrin to needing Roxy's or Oxys for pain. And it went from me needing 5 grams to 10. So if I'm yawning, I apologize. That's the medication kicking. They literally just gave it to me. So the next time that they'll give it to me will be 4 o'clock in the morning. And they'll do a Motrin then as well. So Motrin and oxycodone or a Roxy, whichever one. But those are the medications that I've been given for pain from the surgery. They have some type of a carbon bandage on me. I'm stapled and also stitched up. So they come in, they check my wound. They say it looks good. And where the initial pain starts to get intense is when they have to push on my stomach. So they're just making sure that everything is, contracting and stuff like that, which also pumping helps with that because it releases oxytocin, which causes you to cramp. So, yeah. So hopefully tomorrow, which I'll do a part 2 video on going home with baby. So, and this entire time I have not shown you my angel, so let's see what Junior is looking like today. Be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Bismarck Anthony Palmer Jr. Hey, Squeaks. Hey, baby. So he is like looking at myself. He is so gorgeous. This is my boppy that I got at Once Upon a Child, which when we leave out of here tomorrow, God willing, I can go get him some more clothes because all the clothes that I got for him are super big. He is a tiny little 4-pound little nugget, my little peanut. And y'all, when I tell you the heartburn that I was dealing with was on another level. Heartburn, yeah. Head full of hair. All that hair. You see his facial expressions. Junior, look at that.
He be dreaming.
He is just so precious. Squeaks.
Junior.
Junior. Yeah, that's my little prince. My little man. He likes to curl his toes. He likes to be swaddled really, really tight. Now, they've tried to swaddle him, and they keep telling me, we need lessons from you on how to swaddle. Because you swaddle so good, and he does not complain at all. You see that?
Junior.
I could just stare at him all day, guys. He is truly worth the 20 years of infertility we were going through. Worth every single thing that I've gone through with pregnancy, from the saddle pulmonary embolism to the heartburn, the low progesterone, to the subchorionic hemorrhage, everything. The 56-pound weight gain, all of it was worth it just to make sure this little sunshine entered the world. He's perfect. Absolutely perfect. His little ears. Yep, my little angel bug. So, I'm going to close out this vlog here with our days spent in the hospital. And the part 2 of this video will be bringing baby home. Junior. And I'll try to see if I can insert some pictures, being that I'm vlogging this from my phone. Junior, what are you doing? He already scratched his face. Oh, okay, you want to show them? All right.
He doesn't like you to touch on his face.
So I gotta get the nail clipper set to do his nails. But he's gonna be wearing mittens, so we don't have any more scarring like that. I don't like that he scarred up his face already. He was doing good until his hand got away from me and he ended up scratching his face because he'll have a fit. Like I said, the only few times he cries is when he's hungry, wet, or in being bothered. So, yep. My little nugget. This is so gorgeous. Alrighty, guys. Junior says goodnight. Good night, Junior. Good night, Squeaks.